So, I think it's actually wildly messy behind me. I have gone through some great revelations. Do you know what? I think society is making me think I am something I'm not. And I think it's getting in my head. And I think it's given imposter syndrome. And I'm struggling to really explain what I mean. But basically, I just kind of feel like the last few months, and don't get me wrong, I've put myself in harm's way by applying for PIP. I haven't really put myself in harm's way actually. I just applied for PIP and got the letter back and had appointments with Universal Credit, appointments with the job centre, appointments with work capability, job interviews. I guess I put myself in harm's way there. But it's life, isn't it? You put yourself out there knowing that it could go one way or the other. But a lot of this has really gone the other way for me and made me really, it's just all pressed really heavy on me. Everything that I've experienced the last few months and years and whatever. And largely, I guess, because of the societal status of me on paper, which is single mum. Young single mum, well, I say young, I'm not even that young. I'm 27, which is young, but do you know what I mean? Anyway, single mum, unemployed, yeah, doesn't go to work. That's just it. That's all you need, or what a lot of people need to have their full opinion of me, and that's fine because it doesn't really life doesn't work like that. I'm obviously not. It's not that deep, but when it's repetitive and from people, systems, organizations, companies, or whatever, where who are you to judge me when you're actually trying to get an understanding of me? I'm gonna have to do a video on this PIP assessment properly and this work capability stuff with Universal Credit properly because, I feel like I've been tricked into thinking I'm detrimentally mentally ill. When actually I am mentally ill, I have mental illnesses, and I've had huge flare-ups and I have been triggered and, do you know what I mean? PTSD flare-ups, it doesn't mean I'm mentally unstable overall. I've had many moments and I feel they've been more bad than good, but I feel good today. I felt good yesterday. Do you know what? I've been really good. I'm really proud of myself this weekend. It's my weekend where I'm with Teddy, where Teddy's with me, because he's not with me every other weekend. And I usually get a bit stressed, anxious, overthink what the weekend will look like because if I haven't made plans with anyone, then it's lack of social time or it's just always I can't cope. But when it comes round to it, we actually have a lovely weekend every time and it's actually more than fine. And it makes me realise that I don't know, my body and brain aren't in the same place at the moment. There's a disconnect because the brain is just toxic vibes, and I think that's what I'm working on. That's what I need to focus on and work on is the brain. The body I feel I'm really looking after, except for the diet stuff. The diet stuff really, that is in my lifestyle and eating disorder stuff, that is definitely a work in progress and will take some time. But I'm okay with that because that's the only option and at present. That's good. So I feel I've just kind of been convinced by the world that I'm in at the moment that I'm not capable, I'm not good enough, and all of that, those feelings bring a lot up from childhood and all that stuff. It's only natural that I get triggered, but the difficulty lies with people not quite understanding what that means for humans. If you don't understand what that means, then it means nothing to you, and you're gonna be what do you mean traumatized? You're literally just on the dole, get a job. And not everyone thinks like that, but the system makes me feel like that, and it makes me feel physically sick. But we've had a good weekend, and we haven't even done anything particularly wild. We've just got outside, socialised a touch, and Yeah, I'm hoping for good vibes because I'm during my period in 2 days, so this is really good vibes, considering.